Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Lori, and this is the fifth and final installment of this series on micro goaling. So I am going to do a micro goal exercise for you that we can all do together, and it's going to be over the next 5 days. Okay, 5 days. So if you want to commit to it, get your paper and pad. Okay, get your paper and pad. You're going to write this down. Okay, or take notes somewhere. It's fine. So what we're going to do is, I want you, whenever you're watching this, for the next 5 days. Okay, or maybe you're going to start on Monday, whatever. But I'm not a fan of starting things on Monday unless you absolutely have to. I mean, I do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout just because it works well. I like to have the weekends off. But like for the most part, don't start eating better on Monday. Like that's silly. Monday is, like you can start it now. But let's say you are going to start it Monday. But start it whenever you're watching this. I'm recording this on a Friday. It's just whenever you're watching it, right? I mean, I'm recording this for a Friday video. So what we're going to do is, the goal here is in the next 5 days, at the end of that 5 days, macro goal. So get a paper and pad. And at the end of that, I want you to write, wake up 15 minutes early. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But this is your macro goal, 5 days. Okay, so I'm going to tell you each day what we're going to do, right? So now we're going to break down this. So this way you can see it in real time, right? I'm doing it bite size so you can understand it, so you can do it on a more macro level. So you're going to say 15 minutes earlier. And the reason you want to get up 15 minutes, I don't care if you get up 3 o'clock in the morning, get up 2:45. Okay. Yes, you can do the 15 minutes early. Okay. And the thing is that's your 15 minutes to have to yourself. Maybe you're going to start your gratitude journal. Then maybe you're just going to stretch. Maybe you're going to do some deep breathing. You don't have to do anything like, maybe you're going to read a chapter of a book, whatever, but you're going to have 15 extra minutes in the morning. Okay. So that's your macro goal. So now we're going to back end it, right? Because you start with the goal in mind. Okay, why, right? So I'm giving you the why. The why is to give yourself 15 minutes of space of no one, not being a mom, wife, husband, brother, aunt, uncle, teacher, nurse, doctor. It is just your space. Trust me, you will want this space because very often you say you don't have time. So why is to give yourself more of you time. So we have the macro goal, we have the why. It's a healthy why. It's not out of defensiveness, right? So now what we're going to do is, in those 5 days, what will it take, right? Because I don't want you to be like, okay, well, no big deal. I'll just wake up tomorrow 15 minutes early. No, it's not going to be sustainable unless you're like, okay, that's that balls to the wall thing. We're not doing that. So what you're going to do is each day, you're going to get up 3 minutes early the first day. So let's say you get up at 6:30, you're going to get up at 6:27. Okay? Day 1. Day 2, 6:54. You're going to get up at 6:24. Then 6:21. Do you see what I'm saying? You're going to add 3 minutes to each day, right? So here's the micro goal of the macro of the 15 minutes. Okay? This doesn't, it's 3 minutes. You can get up, I promise you can do 3 minutes. And then you can do 6 minutes the next, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 3, 6, 12, 14. Good God, 15. So you'll understand, okay? So now in those 3 minutes, right? We got to have a reason why we're doing that for the 3 minutes. We know what the end goal is to do that, right? So Monday or Saturday or whenever you're starting, when you get up 3 minutes earlier, that's why I said Monday through Friday, only because a lot of people set their alarms. But if your weeks go differently, go wherever you need to. So when you set the alarm for 6:27 instead of 6:30, or let's say you set it and you know that you're going to hit the snooze button, though they tell you not to hit the snooze button. We'll talk about that later. So whatever, still get up 3 minutes earlier. In those 3 minutes, you don't even have to wake up out of bed. Don't grab your phone. Don't social. Don't do any of that. Just do a couple deep breaths. And in the same token, you want to take a pause with some gratitude and go, look at me. I'm out of bed. I should say get out of bed. Don't just stay awake. Get out of bed 3 minutes early. I should preface it in that. It's not just about waking up. Get out of bed 3 minutes earlier. Don't touch your phone. Get up, do some stretches. Nice. A little bit of stretches. Say, I did it. I did that today. Something to write in your positivity journal, something to write in your gratitude journal. Cool. You're going to add to that each day. So Tuesday or whatever day you're doing it, same thing. So now you're getting up 6 minutes earlier than you did 2 days ago, but only 3 minutes earlier than you did the day before. So you'll still do your deep breathing, you'll still do your exercise, and maybe you say, let me go start the coffee pot. You run over, you start the coffee pot or the tea or whatever you're doing. Great. So you're still ahead of the game. Also, take a pause and go, look at that. That's 6 minutes. Believe it or not, 15 minutes in the morning is a big difference, more than you think it is. And you're not going to be rushing and all of that stuff. This especially comes into handy if for some reason you didn't get gas the night before and you need gas. I always recommend getting it the night before. But let's be honest, sometimes you're like, I don't feel like it. I'm tired. So this will give you, it builds in 15 minutes for you to run to the post office, drop something off, whatever. It's going to build in that time. So as you do this, now after you've gotten to about the third day, you're like 9 minutes. That's like 9 minutes, which isn't a lot, but it is in the morning when you're just coming out of sleep. So now might be where you're like, you know what? Well, it's 10 minutes to do the journals. Let me start doing it for these 9 minutes, right? So you start doing that after, you do your breath work. While you're doing it, you can change it up in the middle. Okay. And take a pause again. Realize that you're 9 minutes, you see what I'm saying? And then, yeah, it's good to look and say, oh my gosh, I'm almost to my goal. Right? So you're enjoying the progress and you're learning more about yourself. Instead of going, I don't have 15 minutes in the day, you're making 15 minutes in the day. And you know who's in control of that? You are, not anybody else. So as you can see with that, the micro goal started, because sometimes if you think, if I said to you, hey, I need you to get up 15 minutes early tomorrow, you might be like, are you kidding me? I already get up at 6:30. That's way too early. I'm not getting up at 5:45 or 6:15, right? Okay, well, if I say, hey, I need you to get 3 minutes early tomorrow, you might still be like, okay, 3 minutes, I can do there. You see what I'm saying? Like your brain doesn't think of that as so negative. And even if it did, even if you're like, oh, it's 3 minutes, yeah, but what can you get done in 3 minutes? Something for you. You deserve that self-love. You deserve that reward. Do you see how we did that little exercise? So let's do another exercise. We're gonna do another exercise. So let's say you wanted to lose 10 pounds, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm doing 2 pounds a week. That's 5 weeks. We're going to add 2 weeks. So 7 weeks, 10 pounds in 7 weeks. Because some of those weeks you might gain a pound, might lose a pound, whatever. Okay? 7 weeks. So now we're going to put this 10-pound goal weight over here. Look at your calendar from where you are 7 weeks out. Put a little asterisk on it. Doesn't mean if you pass it and you didn't get it done, like you failed. It's just an idea. This is just a guesstimation. It's never hard stone. Okay? So now you know 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, so again, so what are you going to need to lose those 1 to 2 pounds in that week? Okay, I don't want you cutting out things that you love. I'm not a fan of that. But to restrict your calorie deficit, just a smidge, nothing like 1,200 calories. I'm not typically a big fan of it unless you have to shred down or something like that. But just like, say, just a few hundred calories less, and by doing that, you're gonna have something a little bit more nutritious for lunch, but still have your Snickers in the afternoon. It's fine. I'm not asking you to change the world. And move your body maybe 15 minutes more in the week or something, so look at it to see what you think is gonna be realistic, okay? Drink your water. How much water are you gonna drink? Map that out. All this is in writing. So, but you've done that so 7 weeks, right, is a month and a half, month and 3/4. So now each week we know what you need to do. Daily, how's that going to look for you? For me, it's not going to be Monday through Friday and if it is, it's not planned. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is. So I know to plan my week, like when I get done here, I'm going to plan, and don't just say I'm going to work out tomorrow. What kind of workout are you going to do? I'm going to do this. Be specific so you don't have to, you're going to have so much decision fatigue by just setting it off the top of your head that's not going to serve you. So, but do you see what I'm saying, how that happens? And it doesn't quite look as overwhelming as saying I need to lose 10 pounds versus, 1 to 2 pounds in this week. If I gain a weight, if I gain a pound, I gain a pound. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. But I'm going to say, okay, well, where can I tweak it without judgment? Not like I should have done this, and why did I do that? No, that's not productive. Beating yourself up and going, I shouldn't have. Okay, you did. So you're here now. So what did we learn from here? And we'll bring it here. And then let's say you do lose that pound or 2 pounds. Oh, and again, going back to that 10-pound thing, why do you want to lose it? Well, my pants feel a little snug. Okay, so you want to feel a little bit more comfortable in your pants. As long as you're not saying I need to do this to be beautiful, because that's a whole different issue. Okay, so know your why, right? Macro goal, know your why. This is kind of a good wrap up for this. Macro goals, set them, understand your why. Don't do it with maliciousness or anger. Do it out of a space of gratitude and grounding. And then how long do you think that it's going to take within reason? Always build in a week or two, or a few hours if it's just a day project. Always build in leeway. Don't back yourself up right to that fence. Okay, because there may be days you just don't feel like doing anything. You go out with your girlfriends, you wanted to have an ice cream sundae, you had it and eat it and enjoy it and love every bit of it. Okay, so it just builds that. And even if you don't reach that goal, then you know next time, okay, well, maybe I need to bump that out just a little bit longer. But guess who this all falls back on? You. So here's your call to action is I want you to be kind to yourself in setting these goals. And I want you to be honest with yourself in the why. Don't set a goal because somebody else wants you to do them. Don't set a goal because you're told that that's what the standards are. Don't conform to something that you don't agree with. So that's your homework in starting this entire project. So that wraps up this micro goal series. I love you guys. Go micro goal and do those call to actions.